Good evening, everyone. It's Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing well. It's Sharing Wellness, Promoting Health Wednesday. And tonight we're continuing with the topic of learning to relax from last month's chronic pain support group. So it's no secret that pain increases stress and stress increases pain. So learning how to recognize and reduce our stress levels through relaxation is going to help us manage our pain, because we can't ignore stress. It's here, it's in our life, it's part of who we are. What we need to do is learn to recognize it, manage it, and become aware of it, and that will help us manage our pain and manage our stress. So you may notice a lot of people, when they're stressed, they'll tap their fingers or their ankles, they'll tap their foot on the floor when they're sitting there, or they'll twist their hair, or they'll tighten up their shoulders and their neck. Some people clench their teeth, some people sit with their legs crossed really tightly or their arms crossed really tightly. Some people protrude their jaw or jut it out. Some people get a really scowl look on their face. Ask yourself, what do you do? I mean, sometimes I've caught myself swinging my ankle or my leg. Other things that can happen, other than those physical things that you may notice about yourself, you could become irritable, really tired. Maybe you're having a higher pain day and you don't know why. Maybe you feel kind of like a failure. You're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish, or sometimes you're somewhat depressed. And all of these physical and emotional things can help you recognize your stress. Once you recognize your stress, I know when I get stressed, I either get really tired or I get really irritable. So we're going to share with you some tips to relax. So you always want to be aware of how you feel, because you should be able to express how you feel and talk about the things that bother you, because you can't keep that bottled up inside. That's not going to help with your stress. A lot of people try to take on too much at one time or make too many decisions at one time. So remember, it's okay for you to do less than you can possibly do. But you also don't want to make a bunch of decisions all at once, because making a lot of decisions, especially big decisions, can be overwhelming. So just prioritize the decisions and handle them one at a time. Blot out some time during your day to relax, just for me time, whether it's sitting down, deep breathing, taking a little walk, soaking your feet, doing your nails, cooking something, playing an instrument, journaling, working in a scrapbook. Take that time out for you to do that. And if you're needing help with something, remember, you can't keep things bottled up inside. You've got to ask for help when you need it, because everybody, regardless of whether they're chronically ill or in pain, need help at some time. Exercising regularly can also help you manage your stress and your pain. When you're inactive, your muscles are tighter, and that reduces the natural healing capabilities of the body, because exercise promotes health and prevents depression. You also want to be flexible. Learn to be more flexible. Some people aren't flexible at all, and some people are way too much flexible, because we can't control everything. Life is very unpredictable. Things happen, and you've got to make adjustments for those things to happen. And try to keep yourself laughing, looking for the humor in things and in situations. Managing and relieving your stress can be super simple. I'm going to share a couple ways you can do that. You can focus on controlling your breathing. A lot of times when you're stressed, your breathing gets really shallow, or it's really difficult for you to breathe. So you want to take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it, and then release it through your nose or your mouth. And do this for, 6 or 7 times a minute, and notice how you feel. A lot of times you can tighten and relax your muscle. If you do that, tighten and relax your fists. When they're tight, you may notice that you're actually holding your breath. And when you let go, you actually relax and you start breathing. So that's one way to get yourself to breathe. You also want to focus on something because your mind can only focus on one thing at a time. And a lot of times when you're stressed, you have all these random thoughts running through your head. So try to just focus on one thing. And then that will kind of direct you and focus you and calm you. You also want to pay attention when you're really stressed or going through a hard time on eating healthy. You don't want to overeat. You don't want to overindulge in sugary, caffeinated foods or alcohol, because those things are going to stimulate your nervous system and you're already stimulated. And also try to reduce stressful triggers. Pace yourself, prioritize, know your values, and set realistic goals. So don't add more stress to yourself by not doing these things. So if we went through a little situation, like let's say you're somewhere and you're really stressed and you're getting all anxious and working up about it, maybe instead of focusing on the task at hand, you want to focus on your scrapbooking, because you love to scrapbook. So you're going to focus on making a scrapbooking card. So in your mind, while you're in this stressful situation, waiting at a doctor's office, waiting in line somewhere, or waiting for an appointment, and you're getting agitated because you're waiting so much, it's causing you to be anxious or stressed. So focus on doing that project in your mind and all the things, all the steps you're going to do to go through that project. And when you do that, you're going to kind of focus on that and not so much the situation that's irritating you, and that can help you relax. You can also use essential oils. Lavender is wonderful for relaxation. So is chamomile, rose, bergamot. Those are all really good, uplifting. And when you're breathing, you can just put a couple drops on a tissue or use a little inhaler and then breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And that will also help you relax. There's also mindful meditation, and we talked about that before. How meditation is focusing on breath, and there's things that you can do like yoga and Tai Chi that help you with that as well. So I hope those are some tips to help you manage stress. One of the most important things about managing stress, again, is recognizing it. So recognizing and paying attention to how you feel. Are you irritable, tired? Do you have really super high pain levels? Are you feeling kind of sad, or that you're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish? Or you're doing one of these tappings, or foot tapping, or hand tapping, or twisting your hair, or noticing you're short of breath. And then I really love the Soki products for managing stress. The Chi Machine, its rhythmic motion really helps. And I also like the gentle warmth of the Far Infrared products. So have a good week. Next month we're going to talk about exercise and its benefits for maintaining health throughout the body and reducing pain. Thanks.